We already know how useful mathematics to anyone's life. One of the very simple and yet timely is we use mathematics to design a specific structure or anything in this world. Today, let's focus our understanding to a specific application of mathematics and how geometric designs, concept, and pattern affect the individual's life. Without further ado, let's watch our video.
Hans, I don't want my room anymore. It feels like there's no view and I think it needs some improvement and transformation. Like I want beautiful designs, creative ceiling and such geometric patterns.
Like what do you mean?
But wait, I thought I need some suggestions. Do you have any suggestions, guys?
Oh sure, you mentioned geometric concept or geometric design, right?
Yes, I did.
Well, you know what? I remember something about geometric concept or geometric design and this could probably help you.
Really?
Yep, when we talk about geometric concept or geometric design, it may be in a form of line, shape, we have also pattern, and also balance, scale, and proportion. In line, it varies in width and length, and also in direction. And you can actually apply this in making a design to your room. And also we have the shape. These are the two-dimensional figures like rectangles, circles, triangles, and you can use this to add more attraction inside your room. But I can definitely suggest you to have a form inside your room because these are the three-dimensional figures like cylinder, we have cone, and you can use this in creating a chandeliers. For example, if you want to add chandeliers in the middle of your room, you can use those three-dimensional figures. And then if you apply this line and then forms and shape repeatedly, you can create a pattern. And this pattern, you can apply this in creating a wallpaper design to the wall of your room. And then in creating a pattern, you must always remember to apply the balance. When we talk about balance, you can either use symmetry, asymmetry, or radiant symmetry. When we talk about symmetry, it is like identical. You will use uniform pattern all over to your room. But if you will choose asymmetry, it is not identical. It is opposite with symmetry. And then you can also choose the radiant symmetry. It is a regular pattern like you will create using those lines and shape. You will create a example. We have snowflakes, crystals, and sunflowers. Those are the techniques that you can use or concepts of geometry you can use in designing your room. Just always remember in creating your room design, always observe in respecting the size, the quantity, and the degree of this technique, just to ensure that you can have a better result. And that's what we call proportion. Always remember that one.
And you know guys, do you know about the Van Hale theory of geometric thinking?
Yes, maybe I did know something about that. But what do you know about that theory, Kevin? Can you share with us?
We can use the 5 levels of Van Hale theory if you want more stunning view inside your room. The first level is visualization. We can describe the shapes on the basis of the appearance of the design. Next is analysis. We can start analyzing and naming properties of geometric figures by measuring, folding, cutting paper, or use geometric software. We can describe the shapes based on their properties. Next is abstraction. We can create meaningful definition. We can draw logical maps and diagrams. 4 is deduction. We can differentiate between necessary and suffering conditions and identify the properties are amplified by others. And the last level is rigor. At this level, we can understand the way mathematical systems are established. We can able to describe the effect of adding or removing an unchoose on a given geometry system.
Yeah, maybe we can apply that to have the most stunning design for my room later. How about you, Besh?
Well, I don't know much about that thing, but as far as I remember from my previous knowledge in relation to what just Seven said a while ago, we also 5 properties of levels. Like the fixed sequence, if you apply those levels, you must go through all levels in order. Then the adjacency, having a common side, and then the distinction. From the word distinct, each levels has its own linguistic symbols and relational network. And we also have the separation. From the keyword separate, it means that the different levels cannot be the same. And lastly, the attainment. You must attain and have a complete understanding to apply the next levels. But Besh, you can also use the types of transformation. We have here the rotation. It is the circular motion of an object around its center. Maybe you can use this in your chandelier. And also, we have here the translation. It is when we slide a figure in any direction. I think you can use this in your door patterns. And also, in the third one is the deletion. It is the when we enlarge or reduce a figure. And lastly, the reflection. It is when we flip a figure over a line.
You sure have a lot of knowledge about that rule.
No, not like that. Just sort of something about it.
You know, it's very useful, but I don't really know about geometric pattern. Do you happen to know that concept?
Yes! Did you know, guys, that geometric patterns are rooted in geometry, which is the study of shapes and the relationships between lines and surfaces in mathematics. It is also a repeated decorative design. Well, it's a collection of shapes that are repeated or modified to create a cohesive design. Additionally, geometric patterns use shapes and lines repeatedly to create eye-catching original designs. Also, we can use anything from a basic shape to a complex digital pattern to create impactful visual content.
So how can we apply and use that?
Now, I will share to you guys on how to use geometric patterns in designs. I know we can use it later. Alright, so there are 40 brilliant ways on how to use geometric pattern in designs. So, we have use patterns to create images, play with asymmetry, combine patterns with photos, use lighting and shadows creatively, connect shapes in unique ways, make a collage, use diagonals, create symmetric patterns, create patterns with font, play with symmetry, use patterns with patterns, and keep it simple. Think about different ways to use lines, create a theme, use gradients, create characters, combine several different images, emulate an effect with shapes, create a background, create overlapping shapes, relate patterns to the subject, use patterns in the letters, use a pattern to alter images, create unique effects, create a border, add simple animation, make it subtle, use patterns to signal information, create handbook patterns, use patterns to highlight certain elements, and create a web between shapes, limit complex patterns, make it good in black and white, incorporate real-life elements, accent other material, and lastly, use patterns sparingly.
That's perfect. You really did some research about it.
Yeah, and I guess I have a lot of ideas of what to do now, but guys, can you help me to set up my room design?
Yeah, sure. Not a problem.
Anyway, where is Ria May? Is she coming today?
Probably no. I chatted her lately. She said she is busy. How about if you will just call her?
That's a good idea. I will call her and ask her if what she can suggest to have the most stunning design for my room later. Excuse me for a while, I will just call Ria May about this matter.
You sure? Just take your time.
Hello Besh, you know what? I am planning to have a new design in my room, but I don't know if my idea are already alright. But can you help me more about this matter, Besh?
Yes, of course, Besh. I am more than happy to help you with that, especially in your ceiling. For me, you could put some geometric patterns in it, and there's a lot of shape I could recommend to you, like circles, rectangles, square, triangle, rhombus, and hexagon. But before anything else, or before I'll share to you my suggestion for your room, allow me to share first the meaning of its shape and what does its shape represent. When a designer become aware of psychological impact of shape, they're able to define how their image received by viewers. Psychology of shape is the science of studying the influence of shape on people. That every shape has attached meaning to it, which influence our mind and reaction differently. So for example, in square and rectangle, these two shapes are the most widely used shape. So its common meaning is discipline, strength, courage, and security. Circles and oval. So this shape best portray the sense of eternity as they have no beginning nor end. So round shape provide a feeling of magic, mystery, and secrecy. So triangle. Triangle is a dynamic, energetic, active, and powerful shape which associate with motion and direction. So hexagon. Hexagon is often portrayed for harmony and balance, and also male and female energy because of its two interlocking triangles. Shape are essential elements in all kind of design. To make it sophisticated, intuitive, and pleasing design, experts need to consider the meaning of shape and the impact which they have on users' mind.
Thank you for that information, Bash. You know, it helps me a lot.
I also suggest you to put some hexagon in the center of your room and triangle in the corner of your room.
Yes, I'll try that. Thank you so much, Bash. I think we should work it for now. Alright, so Kevin, Grace, and Ken will help me. Bye, Bash!
Good to hear that, Besh. I also need to do something now. Bye, Besh, and good luck.